Scorpio, what's up? You know I have Pluto in my first house, and you also know that I have Scorpio in the first house as well. So let's look at what your cards are from the Wild Unknown Tarot by Kim Kranz. All right, everybody, here we go, Scorpio. Look at that. Dealing with the Cancer, maybe you have some energy of the Cancer around you or the mother. Okay, and I say that, Scorpio, because this is the moon, and it's the moon in Sagittarius, which is the Nine of Wands. And the nines are talking about nearing a completion. And as you can see, these wands are placed on a ladder or on steps. So we're ascending. So we're progressing to the top of something. We're progressing to the knowledge. We're progressing to the illumination of seeing one side of a situation that we may have not been seeing before. It's the knowledge, it's the information, it's where we have come from this foundation. The information, the experience, the emotions are founded on all of these different, levels of experience that I've had. This is where I'm coming from. This is what I know based on that. I've learned a lot of things. There is some wisdom here. I have discovered something on my way. It might have been challenging. I may have traveled far from the place that I began, right? Far from the place that I began. But I also feel like I'm going right back to the place where I started. But I know more. There's a greater sense of self here, you know? It's spiritually developing and getting to a place of healing, right? You're coming from a place of healing, but you're also going towards a place of healing. There's something that is being discovered in yourself, There's a point of discovery here that is happening within yourself. And you are aware of how everything is connected. And you are aware of how everything does come full circle, And it can be humbling to a point, Let's go ahead and look at, I felt like I was going to see this card. And I love this card. This is the Lovers, right? And this is Mercury. And Mercury is talking about travel, and it's talking about movement, and it's talking about flexibility within one's mind and in your mind in order to maintain a sense of, flow. You have to be flexible in your mind to feel like things are continuously working for you. If you don't have a mind that is willing to see things in another shape, another form, from a different perspective, from another perspective. If you've got to be willing to listen, first of all, Scorpio. And when you listen, you learn. You know what I mean? And sometimes when we think we know everything, or we think we know better, we may not know what's best. And with this Lover's card here, it's talking about, allowing, or not even allowing, maybe eventually getting to the place where you feel safe to be influenced by others and not feel too, vulnerable to that. Not feeling like it's so challenging to, what am I saying? Compromise, or to do some sort of like co-organizing. So I feel like you could be co-organizing with someone, working together with someone to achieve something, and you just kind of have to believe that, the ideas will be able to come together synergistically and and get things done still, you know. And it could be talking about things getting done from a distance, you know. Um, yeah, and definitely staying objective too. You know, don't be too emotionally attached to things because you're going to have to move away from them at some point. You know, you're not always going to have to do things the same way. You're not going to go about achieving things the same way all the time. You know, different goals require different levels of, you know, persistence in order to achieve them, right? You have to exert different levels or amounts of energy to achieve different things, you know. And it's also talking about being able to like dial it back a little bit too, with just trying to show and prove with this Nine of Wands that, you know, what you know is better, because what someone else knows may also be better, but you have to determine together what's best, you know. Let's go ahead and look at this card here that's been hiding. Yes, Son of Pentacles. It does talk about determining together what's best, right? And this is energy that could be squaring. It's Sagittarius, it's Virgo, it's Virgo. So it's conflict and resolution, right? And the Son of Pentacles is 1/3 of Leo. How can we work together to get a lot done? But it's not like I want everyone together to do what I want done. It's how can I work? How can I be flexible? How can I move these parts around? I don't have to make brand new parts. I might just have to move these parts around. You know? Let's just speak metaphorically. Let's say you're painting a picture. Maybe instead of painting the picture, now you have to use pencil, right? Different types of pencil, right? Maybe you're sketching instead of painting. Or maybe you're doodling instead of sketching. Or maybe you're having to sculpt something instead of draw altogether. You're still creating a work of art. All right, Scorpio, if you'd like to get a personal reading, private reading with me, email providencetarotkendrick@gmail.com. I am doing my 20-minute for $20 special, and I'm also throwing in another tier special, which is 10 minutes for $10. Okay, like, share, and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube, and like and comment as well if you're watching on IG. Okay, thank you, Scorpio.